Hey sis, hey, welcome to my channel. Okay, so listen, disclaimer, I came on here maybe about a few months ago saying I was going to come back and do some stuff. But anyway, a whole lot of stuff has happened since then. But this is what I want you to do because this is what I want to go with today. I want to go over starting over 40. Um, in particular, not just starting over 40, any woman that has been through divorce, how to rebuild and start over. So that's what I'm gonna give you today. I will be coming more on this channel from here on out to bring you guys content because I like to talk, so this is gonna be the platform that I'm gonna be using for the most part. And I do have an IG and I'll link all that stuff in my comments. But anyway, without further ado, hi, my name is Tricia Love, and I have went through. I've been teen mom. I went through two divorces, and after each one of those divorces, I had to rebuild. So, in this video, I want, and on this channel too, y'all, real quick, I talk faith and finance. So you're gonna have some faith in videos and some financial videos. So just a little just a little disclaimer there. So I have some notes here, so when I'm looking down, because your girl can ramble if you don't know, I can. So I just have my notes here to keep me on track. So I just want to let every woman know that divorce, it does not have to be that your end all be all. I know you have a broken heart, um, but it does not have to break your future. That's what I really want you to know. And don't let no one that has not been through it try to, shame you. God, take it to God. Let go all of that shame. No, sis. This is a no shame zone over here, okay? So you might be wondering where should you begin. And again, I've been there. This is my second go round. And no one gets married to get divorced. Not a same person anyway. I want to share some tips with y'all today. So that that helped me to rebuild spiritually and financially, and you can do the same. Okay. So I've been in the financial industry for over 20 years in various industries, started in banking, real estate lending, stuff like that. But and now I'm a life coach and I do teach and consult women on how to, pretty much rebuild because I done had pretty much a lot of things, a lot of experience, if you will. So I want y'all to reclaim your power, So the first thing, y'all, I want you to, like I told y'all, it's just gonna be faith and finance. I want you to anchor yourself in God first, because when you're going through something like this, the people around you are not gonna understand what you're going through. Your kids, they are going through their own thing, or some, um, they're not gonna understand. Your, parents, friends, none of them is gonna understand unless they have been through it. I would say that, but each one is different because listen, this divorce was so different than my first one. So, um, wow, yes, I got that's another topic for another day. But um, they were, you want to just anchor yourself in God, because He's the only one that's going to give you the comfort that you need, the only um, go to guidance, because when you have went through something and you grieving, you need God and therapy. I'm one of them people. Let me tell you something. I don't discount therapy, okay? Because trust me, I needed it. As well as with God. But you want to anchor yourself in God first, because you can rebuild anything when you put Him first. Anything, because the pain, you can rebuild the pain, the betrayal, the letdown, all of that. You can put all that at the altar of God at His feet, and He will hear you. He will heal you. Um, you also have to remove yourself from things that was not serving you in the first place. So, um, anything that went against God's word. So that is gonna be something. This is including for my. This is including purity. I will be speaking on abstinence, celibacy on this channel, because that is, I don't want to go in it too deep, but we do need to be practicing that, especially if you are a Christian woman, a disciple of Jesus Christ. We need to be um, abstaining from sex outside of marriage. We don't need to be doing that. That brings out all kind of other um, demons, principalities, all of that. But I'm not gonna go too deep in that on this. So, number two. So number one, anchor yourself in with God. I might have rambled a little bit, but forgive me. But number two, you want to take control of your finances. Um, I had to face my money each time. I had to face the credit, the budget, the debt. So, and it wasn't easy, but creating a plan gave me hope, y'all. It really did. It gave me hope to know that at least I knew I have a plan. I can write down. I'm a person that I like to. I wish I could bring my I should have. It's over there. I write down everything, and then I'm a little overkill because I also put it in the computer. So you want to keep track of these things. I even when I go into the schools and talk to people about financial literacy, I also tell them this too. You always want to have a budget, because it's like a GPS for where your money is going. You need to have that. Even if you have to start with a small budget, it's like I said, it's all about direction. It's not about perfection. It's all about direction of where you need to go. If you don't make enough, because I had people say before, oh, well, it's not enough money to budget. Honey, budget whatever money you do have, because then that will give you the direction to know that you need to make more money, and how much more money that you would need to make. That would give you, okay, I'm only bringing this amount of money in. I got more bills than money, so let me figure out what a plan that I need to do. And I help women figure out plans on what they need to do to make money. There are different things out here that you can do that will bring you some money in. Okay. So I almost rambled on that, but let me bring it back. Let me bring it back. So, um, this is going to be a multi-part step, because um, for y'all talking about it's no money. Yeah, I already went over that. Also, when y'all talk about it, there's not enough money. Even if you get EBT, yeah, them good old EBT food stamps. So when you budget them too, ain't nothing wrong with using coupons when you have EBT. Baby, make all this stretch, okay? People get in the habit. Now I don't like how they mistreat the food stamps. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's still money, at the end of the day. So if you have manufactured coupons that can take some money off, hey, that's still saving money on your EBT. And you can have more EBT to stretch. Because a lot of people just because it's not money physically coming out their pocket, they just go use it recklessly. Don't do that. So yeah, that's another thing. Also, don't take don't take nothing for granted. That's what I want to say. But also, I done said this, take inventory of your finances, your income, your expenses, your debts, and your credit score. You got to know what you're working with, because if you don't know what you're working with, you don't know what direction you're going, okay? You want to cut financial ties with your ex, close joint accounts, review um, your credit report, any joint accounts on your credit reports. If you are in a community property state, be careful with closing accounts, especially if you are still in the process of the divorce. You want to make sure you want to, you know, do that. You want to consult with an attorney, um, or I give you another method to do, but we ain't gonna talk about that on here because I'm not an attorney and I cannot give you legal advice, and I won't. Okay. So, however, I opened up. This is what I did. I opened up a new account. Um, after my ex closed up, he closed all of our accounts. So I don't know what happened with that with my a lawyer and. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. So you want to write all this down because documentation is everything. Documentation is key. I'm keen on documentation because I used to underwrite and process mortgage loans. Very detailed with that. And I did some accounting. Anyway, we ain't talk about that. Another thing, you want to create a faith-based budget. Okay. Remember, we have to document everything. When I go out into the local community here in Houston, I educate on financial literacy. I always stress about the importance of creating a budget. Like I said before, it's your GPS system. I can't say that enough. I probably was, I don't know how many times I say it when I go out because it's it's so important. Okay. You have to know where your money is going so you know how much money you need. Because honey, sometimes we have more money than money and we need to make sure that we figure out how we're gonna get more money than money. Okay, let that sink in. But anyway, start another thing. Number four, start rebuilding or building credit. Especially if your credit took it. Man, most divorces and stuff and separations, your credit take a hit. Okay, you just want to start by reviewing. I hear some noise in my house. You want to start off by reviewing your credit report. Um, you want to get a copy of it from annualcreditreport.com. You can get it by mail, or you can. I, I tell people to get it over the internet if they can, and download it on your computer so you can have a copy of it. And then I can tell you a little thing to do with it. But anyway, because let me tell you, if you want to get your scores a little and get a little assistance from AI, okay. But anyway, I'm gonna put a credit monitoring link below. It's if you want to get assistance with AI as well as another method of disputing, then you can use that link. There are multiple ways to repair your credit and do things of that nature. But anyway, we ain't gonna dig too deep. I can go on a rabbit hole, but we're bringing it back. So you want to make sure you do that. And You can also, even if you have been disputing, I'll say this one thing: if you have been disputing and you haven't been getting what you need, you can also sue. So there is also an option with that. I know it's a lot of noise out here on these social media streets about how and what you can do with your credit. And let me tell you something. A lot of people out here just taking your money. Anyway, let me go. I ain't gonna talk about that. This okay. So also, y'all, in the point of rebuilding your credit, you can rebuild your credit because also when I used to really be in because I used to do credit repair as well. When I used to be deep into it, I used to tell people we have to build up as we tear down. We have to tear down, meaning remove the negative items, the negative things on your credit, and we also have to put some positive things on there. And I know a lot of y'all like to go do, your Kerner and your Afterpay and Affirm. Baby, those can also help you build up your credit. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. So another thing, this is all under my I know I'm getting a little this was all under the take control of your finances. I told you that was gonna be a multi-part period. So we almost finished and then we got with that, but focus on your income growth as well. So once you lose any form of income, you must have to figure out how to replace that. In most of the situations, when you are married or you have a significant other and there's a split, there's a divorce, that source of income is gone out the door. Bye, never to come back again. Okay. So what you need to do is focus on replacing it, and there's several ways that you can do that. I am going to be saying that it, on this channel as well as in my women's empowerment community. We are going to be going over that as well. Okay, so listen, I am a big advocate of starting a business because even if you still want to work a job, you still need to have a business because it's different benefits that businesses have that W-2 employees do not. Okay, so you want to make sure you do that, and you could become an independent contractor also. I'll be going over different things. I'm gonna link that link below as well to the it's a Patreon community. Um, I do have a free access community, so um, that's gonna be kind of changing a little bit. Well, some of that's gonna be changing, but not in the near future. But listen, you want to make sure that you are replacing that income. Um, we 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 have to pray and ask God for guidance. Okay, with all of this. What you have to know what you do best. You can because there's a lot of things out there that you can get paid for, um, and you just have to take inventory of your skills, learn new skills if you need to. So, yeah, we will be talking about all of that. So, and let me tell y'all. So, just in closing, y'all, I just want to say that you will need to anchor yourself in God. You need to take control of your finances, and that is like a whole um, multi facet thing. With your credit, the budget, um, the debt, the income growth. You need to do that. So first and foremost, this is it's a it's a journey. It's not a sprint. So you definitely have to make sure that you are around like-minded people. Because a lot of people are like, just get out there and do this and that. But you might not be there yet. And that's what this group is for. It's for accountability, because a lot of those people a lot of people out here is telling you to do this and do this, and they're not giving you no accountability. They're not, you know, but everybody is different. So everybody don't have I don't even know what to call it, but you have to um you do have to move and do things, and you just need somebody that can be there for you and hold you accountable. And that is what we lack in. I see a lot in this space, because a lot of people is worried about lining their pocket instead of serving the people. And I am here to serve the people. Of course, I have to make money with doing something, but I'm here to serve the people. So lastly says, your pain can birth your purpose. So don't allow your situation to define your future. You want to use all things happen for a reason, and you want to go through this. Um, you want to go through this. And you want to take that back to God. Number one, ask Him, okay, God, what is the lesson I need to learn from this, that what I went through? I know for me, myself, and my reason was because God took me, and back in 2008, when I went through my first divorce, He rebuilt me. And man, I had my, I had my business. I had to pivot from the real estate because 2008 the crash, and then I went into other businesses and was booming. So, um, but now he set me down again and was like, okay, so you don't remember what I told you in 2008. And it's certain things that God wants us to learn, and He wants us to make Him first and priority, because, and we need to ask Him for full discernment, because there are um, the distractions and counterfeits that's out here that can throw us off track. So we definitely have to make sure that we sit with God, we sit at the feet of Jesus, and we make sure that we ask for, go through those lessons, see, um, sit at the feet of God, and just really pour our heart out to Him. And He is the only one that can mend our hearts. And that's why I am so grateful that He has put me on this journey. I didn't think that, I was going to go through this, but hey, he wanted to bring my attention to what he put in me, and it was not being fulfilled. So I think I might make this video long enough. So I'm gonna be coming back with some more videos on this channel. So like this video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.